Hello and welcome to Angles and Acid, where we learn things maths and science. In today's video we are looking at percentages of a number. So I've got two examples up on screen of the type of questions that we're looking at today. So the first one here is a percentage of a number, so 15% of $230, or it could be grams, it could be meters, it could be anything. And the other example, which is a little bit more complicated, is when you have a percentage taken off of a number. So in this occasion here I've got 30% off of 150 meters. So we're going to get into one essential fact before we can start doing some problem solving. Here I've got two words up on screen, of and off. Now these words, if you encounter them in a maths problem, it actually has a mathematical equivalent. So of means multiply or multiplication could be involved. Now, it's not always going to be the case, so you have to exercise a little bit of your own thought on whether this is going to apply. And the other word here we've got is off. It indicates that you are taking away, taken off of something. Okay, so that's going to be a subtraction. So I've got two examples here. I've got 60% of 3.2. Well, if we translate that into mathematical form, what we're actually saying here is 60% multiplied by 3.2. Okay, and then we're going to look at some of the maths tricks on how to proceed from there. I've got another example here where I've got 20% off of 80. Well, in that occasion, it's a subtraction, but here we have to do a bit of interpreting. What are we removing from? Okay, so off means a subtraction. What are we removing from? We're actually removing from 80. How much are we removing? 20% of 80. So what we write down here is 80. We're removing from it. So we subtract. How much do we remove from it? 20% of 80. So here we got 20% of, meaning multiply, 80. And that's how we would translate those two words. Okay, so now we can get into some of our practice problems. I've got a question up here, 15% of 230. My first analysis here is that I recognize that we've got the word of, so that instantly tells me this is going to be a multiplication problem. So I can rewrite this as 15% times 230. And I'm going to use the math trick that I covered in the previous video about percentages and fractions. So if you haven't seen that video, I'll put a card about there. You can click on, it'll take you there and you can see what I'm doing in more detail, a bit more slowly. I'm going to convert the percentage into a fraction now. And I'm also going to convert the 230 into a fraction so that I can actually multiply things together. From here, I'm going to do cross simplification. That just usually makes the numbers nice and small so that I don't end up with a really large number that I have to try and somehow divide. Okay, so the answer is 34.5. Let's go on to doing something that's a little bit more complicated. In this example, I've got 20% off of 60. Now, if you recall from the start of the video, off means subtraction, of means multiply. So again, we have to ask ourselves, what are we subtracting from? We're subtracting from 60. So that's my first line of working. So 60, I'm removing some from it. How much am I removing? 20%. 20% of what? 20% of 60. And we know that of means multiply. So I'm just going to do the same procedure as the previous example. And so I get an answer of 48. 20% off of 60 would give us 48 remaining. Well, that's it, everybody. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you would like to try some questions for yourself, I've got two up on screen with the help of Math Hilda, my little maths turtle. If you would like to write your answers into the comments down below, I will look for the first few comments and put a star or a heart symbol on them so that other viewers who are later coming to see this video, you can check your answer against the ones that I've noted down below as having the correct answer. And until next time, I'll see you later.